My name is James Lee. I'm a pastry chef by trade. I typically cater weddings and events. I try to keep a healthy lifestyle, so I play tennis almost every day, and basketball on and off, kind of like a weekend warrior on basketball, but mostly tennis every day. I got injured, had a rupture Achilles last year, 2003 in April, and started PT with HealthFit around August last year, and here I am. I'm a lot better, and for the most part, I'm playing tennis every day now. Yeah. Nowadays, with the group of tennis addicts, as they're called, the tennis addict is the group of people that I play tennis with. We start off at 4:30 pretty much every day here in Arcadia. We typically play from 4:30 to 6:30, and then all of us kind of dispatch and go home, get ready for work, or we're getting ready, getting the kids ready, and do the kids drop off at 8. So playing at 4:30 to 6:30 works out. Most of the time when people find out that we're playing at 4:30, they're like, why? Well, that's the reason. Like, it works out. The 4:30 to 6:30, and then we still have the rest of the day to kind of take care of our family stuff and work, things like that. I typically go into the kitchen around 12, and then I kind of manages our daily activity from there till maybe about 5, 6 o'clock. Get home, dinner, and then spend time with the family, and then kind of just repeats that every day. Over the weekends, I also play like USTA matches for tennis. But that's basically it. Yeah. I've always played tennis. I played tennis in high school. I played a little bit in college. And then, due to, the lack of social media back then, after college, I kind of took a 26-year break from tennis just because most of the people around me don't play tennis. And it's a sport where I think you kind of have to play with people around the same level. If not, it's not fun. So what happened was, in college, a lot of the friends around me don't play tennis, but we all kind of suck at basketball. So we basically all play basketball because we equally suck at it. So basically kind of got away from the game for about 26 years. And then, after the Achilles injury, on the road to recovery, I saw people, some of my friends started playing tennis, and that kind of got me, antsy to get back into playing. And then, so February this year, I kind of got the green light from Dr. Wayne that I can try to play tennis again. So, and I did. So I started playing maybe a couple times a week, and then that kind of led into playing 4:30 every day. So now, you could probably find me every day, every morning at Arcadia between 4:30 to 6:30. So basketball has been always a love. I've always had a passion, love for the game. I played in high school, and then, like I said, we played in the JV basketball. Also played what was it called, Hoop It Up tournament back then. This is way back, right? It was like a 3-on-3 Hoop It Up tournament. Things like that. Always been a fan of basketball. Always in love with basketball. So much that I have 2 daughters right now. My oldest one, her name is Jordan. And then, to me and for me, for my reasons, Jordan's always is the GOAT. It's not a debate. He's the GOAT. And I named my older daughter Jordan for that reason. And she even asked me, Daddy, why do you name me Jordan? And then I'm like, GOAT. And she's like, what's GOAT? I'm like, greatest of all time. So, and then ever since then, I was always buying sneakers already back in high school, and it wasn't like, it wasn't a thing where people were reselling them and things. I just want to have it. I just want to be wearing them, and And as I do right now, I wear all my sneakers. I don't really just buy them and store them. I wear all of my sneakers, so I enjoy them. And then over the years, especially around Christmas, as you know, pretty much every December the Jordan 11 drops, and so I typically use that excuse to buy 4 pairs, one in every different sizes, so that each person in the family has one. So we call it the family shoe. So over the years, I built quite a collections of shoes at the house. So I definitely have more shoes than my wife, and they always like roll their eyes whenever they see another Nike box comes to delivery. So yeah, I actually haven't counted. It just like I just keep buying it, and then I just know like I have different storage. Like I have one room full of shoes, and then it kind of exceeded that room, so it kind of built into the living room now. And then there's like three towers of shoe boxes in the living room, and then I also have a studio that has another room of shoes. So there's a lot. There's a lot of shoes. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Creamery. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Creamery. So I graduated from UC Riverside, and after Riverside in 2006, 2007, I graduated Riverside as a business admin, and then in 2006 to 2007, I kind of felt like that wasn't like the career path, or that wasn't my calling. So 2006, I went back to school. I went to culinary school. I went to Le Cordon Bleu over here locally in Pasadena. And I felt like that was my calling. And then, so after graduating from culinary school, I worked around town. I worked at Providence. It's a fine dining restaurant here on Melrose. It's one of the few 2 Michelin star restaurants, and then I was there for about a year and a half, and then I moved on to the Beverly Hills Hotel, Polo Lounge, and then I was there for another year and a half. And then 2012, my wife and I decided that we should just start something of our own. She's a pastry chef as well, and I took about 4 months to kind of figure out what I want to do, and then at the end, I found that I really love ice cream. So I was like, hey, babe, let's do an ice cream catering thing. And she was like, ice cream? I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. And then she's like, all right, we'll give it a try. I had nothing to lose at that time. So 2012, we started Mr. and Mrs. Creamery. It's a very unique niche. We cater ice cream, desserts, cake, macaroons, pretty much anything that's made out of sugar, we make. And our predominantly, most of our clienteles are wedding clients. We do a lot of weddings. On average, we do 4 to 6 events every week, and majority of them are weddings. But we also cater other celebration events such as like birthday, 50th birthday, first birthdays, debuts, quinceañeras, bar mitzvahs, things like that. All types of celebrations. For example, also like in the coming months is December, we do a lot of holiday parties for companies, like for DreamWorks, Nickelodeon. A lot of the studios in Burbank typically hire us for holiday events in December. So it's a very unique market. We don't really do retail, but because of COVID, we pivoted and we started selling tofu cheesecake, and that got really popular, and also was a great opportunity for us to connect with the community, because typically we're like a closed door kitchen shop where we only cater to events, and we didn't really but now, because of the tofu cheesecake that we started selling during the pandemic, it connected us with a lot of different local family, and so now quarterly we do like a tofu cheesecake sale every quarterly. The next one would be Thanksgiving coming up, and then the one after that would be February around Lunar New Year, Valentine's Day kind of thing. Yeah, every 3 or 4 months. How did I hear about it? Well, so I've known Jason for quite some time because he went to high school with one of my best friends. and they went to Bravo High School, and so I've always had connection, or I had Jason on my Facebook, and like I mentioned earlier, I tore my Achilles last year in April, and over the course of the recovery, when it was time to do my physical therapy, basically I was kind of part of like the system where I kind of got bounced around, and then I felt like I wasn't getting the attention or the care that I needed at the time. And I think let's say the next appointment that they have available for me was another like 4 to 6 weeks, and I was not in a place where I felt like I want to put a pause on the recovery for 4 to 6 weeks. So, I basically messaged Jason and say, hey, this is my situation. And then he gave me a really quick answer and solution. And he was like, hey, I could get you in here by Monday. I'm like, cool, I'm there. And then so I came in on Monday. He had me assigned to Dr. Wayne, which has been great. And he's been nothing short of excellent. And he's been giving me like the care or the attention to the details of what I need. And I understand like every patient have different needs, and I liked what was being offered here, so I'm still here. Yeah, he's a professional, but at the same time, the relationship is more like a friendship, right? In the sense that you get the sense that he cares, and he's asking questions pertaining to my daily activities, or what's happening this week, what's happening next week, things like that, so that we could kind of prepare, my body and mentally and physically for certain things that is up and coming, such as like, I would tell them, hey, I have a couple of USTA tournaments coming up, and my shoulder's been bothering me. So even though I came in initially for the Achilles, but we work on other stuff that it's like a continuous maintenance per se. Yeah. I feel like I've been pretty good with the Achilles, and I know myself where initially I think we were scheduled to come in, or have me scheduled come in once a week, but I really want to kind of jump on the recovery, so I started the recovery process of coming in twice a week, every week, until maybe about like 3-4 months ago. Then we switched to once a week, and now we're more like on a once every 2 weeks kind of schedule. Achilles been great, like doesn't really bother me anymore. And then, I'm playing tennis 7 days a week right now. So that's been being fine. But at the same time, like I said, like there's other little nicks and things that I get banged up here and there. So it's just like a continuous maintenance in other parts that I need like attention and care. Overall, I think it's been great. Like I said, it's more than just a system or getting bounced around. I feel like I said earlier, I'm getting the care and the attention that I need for what I need, because like I said, everybody sometimes have like different needs depending on their daily activity, depending what are their goals. And sometimes it could be the same injury, but depending on the age, their goals are different. My initial goal was to walk again, to jog again, but as I saw the progression of the recovery, I was like, I think I could play again. But initially I thought I was gonna have to just give up sport in general, right? And just like, hey, I'm happy to be walking or jogging again. I don't think I'm gonna be playing basketball or tennis again. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I've actually recommended a few of my tennis friends, because, like I said, a lot of them are playing multiple days a week, or at least a few times a week, and then some are playing like weekly, and a lot of them are 40 plus years old. So, it is what it is in terms of like Father Time is undefeated. So we're just getting old. So there's gonna be like little bangs of like nicks and banged up here and there. So I think one of my buddies from tennis is coming in right now currently to basically work on his knee and his flexibility, because we just want to kind of get more glimpses of like the glory days. Like there's certain days where we play great and we're like, oh my gosh, this is what I used to play like, and then now like it's a little more far in between since we're getting a little older and older. But yeah.
Hey, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for our latest tips coming to you every week. Share this video with your family and friends. It might just make their day a little bit better. I'll see you soon.